Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. Why people sad. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay. Why do people happy? Keck W. LOL W. XQCL.
Alright. The Acclaim promo now. We were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal 4-way. Poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking bits.
Fuck, damn it! Jump off a roof.
Well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But
he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says "Justice" on it. and then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your bald ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm... Please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit, and then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jack. Oh wait, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it. Fuck you.
Tony Brown, but who the fuck's in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't. But Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it.
Oh, but
actually, hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season actually, because I would love to see the American Dragon on Total Bellas start memeing on John Laurinaitis. You have live footage of John Laurinaitis in his living room calling somebody in his underwear saying, "Hey, bud, you fired."
What did Max Caster say about me?
Like I'm embarrassed the fact that I'm hosting a post show for this crap.
I'm proud of you, Carl. I love this.
We did our Valentine's Day post of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. I'm trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
also follow a simp account.
Okay. Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking.
We actually
networking.
follow.
You got
it was a business decision.
It's a business. You have to follow these people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And when you get big, you get rid of them. You get rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is Pro Wrestling Simp, and I'm like, what is this?
I don't look at that. I don't look at that stuff.
Decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, we got go fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
Unpretty.
This guy just say fucking forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
Yes, I did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest, you almost did
Weird
it.
champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right, next up,
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next
Poggers.
up, we have
Why people happy? Pogu. Weird champ. Four weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. White people said. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
Why?
Why do people happy? KW, LOLW, XQCL.
All right. The Acclaim promo now. We were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal four-way. Poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking bits.
Fucking damn it! Jump off a roof.
Well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's the Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But
he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says justice on it. and then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your ball ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in a drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit. And then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it. Fuck you.
Tony about, but who the fuck's in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't but Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it. Oh,
but
actually, hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season, actually, because I would love to see the American Dragon on Total Bellas start memeing on John Laurinaitis. You have live footage of John Laurinaitis in his living room calling somebody in his underwear saying, "Hey, bud, you're fired."
What did Max Caster say about me?
Like I'm embarrassed the fact that I'm hosting a post show for this crap.
I'm proud of you, Carl. I love this.
We did our Valentine's Day post of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. It's fucking trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
also follow a simp account.
Okay. Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking. This is
we actually
networking.
follow.
You got
it was a business decision.
It's a business. You have to follow these people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And when you get big, you get rid of them.
You get rid of him after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is Pro Wrestling Simp, and I'm like, what is this?
I don't look at that. I don't
It's
look
a
at that
business
stuff.
decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, we got go so fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
Unpretty.
This guy just say fucking forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
Yes, I did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest, you almost didn't.
Weird champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right, next up.
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next up, we have.
Why people happy? Pagu. Weird champ. Full weird. Forehead.
My microphone, Discord. It's Wednesday, guys. You know what that means. It is time for your weekly dose of the Pro Wrestling Injection right here on the Pro Wrestling Injection YouTube and Twitch. For Freudian slip, because I was thinking of our parent company.
I know you saved yourself.
Thinking of our parent company, the Sports Hit List. But we are here live on the Pro Wrestling Injection YouTube and Twitch. As always, I'm here joined by Mr. Marathon himself, Mike. Christian is out today. And so it's going to be a light news day. There's not much New Japan stuff for me to cover because I don't have my finger to the pulse on that, sadly. But before we dive into the news, today, as I saw, we are now just one subscriber away from 100. I've had this channel since 2017, 2016. It started off as From Under the Ring. A brand that I still hold dear to my heart. That name of that thing, that company holds dear to my heart. I'm trying to see if I have the title over there. I don't. But From Under the Ring started with me and my friends. Like my one friend who's a diehard wrestling fan, my other friend who knows his ass from his elbow about pro wrestling. And it went from there. I stopped it during the pandemic because I was full force on the Sports Hit List. I was a talent, so I had to put my focus into there. And then I started the AEW Injection on the hit list. We then got a copyright notice. So we, like, on our Pro Wrestling Injection, AEW Injection Instagram. And I was like, okay, it's time for us to change the name, just in case if this was the reason why we got hit with a copyright strike on our Instagram. It could have been because Nick uploaded clips from Revolution when he was there, but I didn't want to hit that beehive anymore. So
yeah, funny. I actually got a post on Instagram taken down once for recording a live tennis match on my phone on my television, and that got taken down. And I was just like, and the email address that was given to me was like, that sounds like the most bogus email address I've ever heard, but I'll just post a picture.
So I decided to change the name. I wanted to keep the Injection because it sounded cool. It sounded really cool at the time. And I love the intro, giving you your weekly dose of pro wrestling. And so we decided to change it to Pro Wrestling Injection. Sure, the group chat still is called AEW Injection. Parentheses main. That was because Carl had made a separate one for us when we were trying to get other people involved in the show. And he had made a group chat called AEW Injection. I'm like, son of a bitch. I already have one labeled AEW Injection. So I did that, parentheses main. And then, so now, fast forward to here, we have been going full force on the Injection train of doing the weekly post shows and the tri-monthly, bi-monthly pre and post show for the pay-per-views. And I had never thought in a million years I would ever be at like anywhere close to 100 subs. I think I was at 100 subs once on an old channel that I deleted. But the fact now that a show that like a podcast show, YouTube channel that I have put all my heart into is now about to hit like a milestone of 100 subscribers is insane. And I am so happy where everything has come to, where everything has gone. Hell, hopefully by the end of the show, because I do have alerts set up for YouTube and Twitch, so we will get a notification when we hit that 100 subscriber, because we are now, as I mentioned, one away. But that is everything else within the personal side of things. So we're going to dive right on into the news. Oh, wow. Okay.
Take it away, my good man.
So I'm going to bookmark that one thing, so we'll save that for that segment. There's like, it's a very light news day, at least for me to mention stuff. Numerous people in TNA started tweeting out the hourglass emoji, pretty much in response to the release of, wow, I'm losing it today with names.
Scott D'Amore.
Yes, Scott D'Amore.
Don't worry, I know how you feel.
A lot of people, so a lot of the talent consist of Speedball Mike Bailey, Tommy Dreamer, Jordan Grace, Mashal Slamovich, and Chris Bay are the ones that are noted. Oh, and Josh Alexander and Ace Austin. That is the people within the screenshots that was tweeted out by No DQ. They provide WWE and AEW news. So what this means, it could just mean absolutely fucking nothing. Or, as we had talked about last week and weeks prior, the talent are not happy. They want him back. And they're going to be leaving in droves. I think if we are to look at where everyone could go, I think Josh Alexander could have a home in AEW. Speedball Mike Bailey should stick to the indies. Tommy Dreamer would go back to WWE in some type of production role, I would assume. Maybe, Jordan Grace might go to WWE.
Probably.
Masha Slamovich, I'm probably butchering the fuck out of that name. I'm not familiar with them. So they could either go to the indies, go to AEW, go to WWE. Chris Bay, I could see going to New Japan. Ace Austin, probably going back to New Japan. Or probably go to New Japan because he is a part of the Bullet Club. So. What? So, now into the next bit of knowledge. Do you have anything you want to mention about it?
Yeah, TNA fucked up.
Yeah, they did, of course.
Big time. I was listening to Salamonster. He said, I mean, he had like a whole thing. He read like a large portion of a press statement that was somehow like twice as long, and he read like a pretty lengthy part of it. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they screwed up. He's probably one of the most well-respected people in the business from a management standpoint, if not the most respected.
Yeah. It's like and then also the rumors of Tommy Dreamer taking over came out and were quickly debunked by Tommy Dreamer himself.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other people. I forgot this was last week. Another bit of news to mention. This is a quote from Nick Nemeth when he was getting interviewed about like how he got involved in New Japan. The quote reads, "Shinsuke said, if you're getting out of here, I can help you. And I said, I might take you up on that one day." So you can owe it to Shinsuke Nakamura for helping Nick Nemeth, Dolph Ziggler, getting into New Japan. Also, that reminds me, New Japan, what is the name of the show that is happening? I'm so blind.
Is it
the New Beginning show? Is it? No, it's New Japan, The New Beginning is happening this Friday at 3 a.m. local time for those here in the States on the East Coast. And that's where we'll see Nick Nemeth take on David Finlay for the IWGP Global Heavyweight Championship. So that's going to be a fun match. Will I watch it live? Probably not.
I am most certainly going to be asleep.
Yeah, I think that's how a lot of us are when it comes to these New Japan shows. I try my best. Other bookmark stuff that I have. AEW has officially announced the signing of Jennifer Pepperman as Vice President of Content Development. She'll be working alongside Tony Khan directly. She is also responsible for a lot of the things that happened with Sasha Banks in WWE. She worked closely with Sasha Banks and Mercedes Moné in WWE, so this is a really good thing as well. It's another step. It's going to help. Anything else that I have to see here?
I know Meltzer made like 2 pretty bad fuck-ups last week.
Yeah, Meltzer.
That were like pretty notable.
Yeah, they were on the realm of it was the Tommy Dreamer stuff he had brought up about being the new creative lead in TNA, and I forgot what else.
It was
what else he brought up.
Something to do with Ashley Massaro, and he said that he mistakenly said that she apologized for the allegations. Meanwhile, like against the company, like with the whole. Yeah, but what she actually apologized for was attaching herself to the concussion lawsuit. So he mixed that up pretty badly, like very badly. And the other thing was apparently he put out that Triple H and The Rock came face to face and like something about a WrestleMania match. Meanwhile, he was referring to the 2014 segment. So he rightfully got bashed pretty hard this week.
Mm-hmm. There's a bit of news I'll cover in the main event because I noticed it too, and probably we're going to talk about it in the main event. So I just had to bookmark that just in case. I'm looking at my bookmarks.
Not a good week for Meltzer.
It's also just not a good week for wrestling if things keep going. I'm trying to see. Oh, and then Shotzi Blackheart got injured during the NXT tapings. That episode was dropped this past Tuesday. Also, Sammy Guevara and Jeff Hardy had their match, which ended really badly. And then, of course, everyone on fucking Twitter decides to go, man, AEW should have a performance center. AEW should do this. AEW should do that. Hey, I hope you know, guess who fucking trained Sammy Guevara? Booker T. He went to his school. So he is trained. He's a high flyer. And high flying moves, shit happens. I get it. Some people don't like Sammy Guevara because of the shit he said back in like 2017, 2018 when he was a kid. He mentioned some very disturbing comments. With the Sasha Banks stuff. Once again, like he was a kid. I said some fucked up shit when I was a kid. I'm being honest. We all did. I said some heinous things that would get me canceled today. It's just like it happens. I get it. Some people don't like Sammy Guevara, and I understand that. But if
there have been like a few minor incidents with him in AEW as well. But
if you're gonna come at him about how he was trained, look into who trained him. Don't just be like, oh, he's a backyarder. No, he's trained. He was trained by Booker T. And he went to the Performance Center. He was scouted by WWE. So he has WWE wrestling style under his belt, too.
Yeah, the thing that I don't necessarily like about the WWE Performance Center, it's they bring wrestlers in to wrestle the style that they want them to wrestle, which is exactly why I don't want an AEW type of Performance Center.
Well, technically there is an AEW Performance Center. That's Cody Rhodes' school, well, Cody and Dustin's school in Georgia, the Nightmare Factory.
Yeah, the training school, but they don't call it a performance center. It's just like it's a wrestling school that they are somewhat firmly affiliated to. Somewhat. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly call that a performance center, though.
So, that is really it for the news as I'm looking at it.
As I was watching that, I knew of the injury because I think one of you guys posted it, or I might have seen it on Twitter. And as he was going up for the spot, when I was watching it back, I'm like, okay, this is probably where it happened. And then, like, separately in my head, I'm going like, he's at a really weird angle to be doing this move. And, of course, that's what happens.
I'm sending you two links from Twitter that I saw that I figure I want to share with you. And I'm not sharing in the group chat. Enjoy the links, my friend. So, without further ado, we're diving right on into the show. We kick off tonight's Dynamite with the Blackpool Combat Club versus FTR, Jon Moxley and Claudio Castagnoli.
This was awesome.
Versus FTR. The way freaking Cash and Mox were just like trading headbutts, I now need to see a singles match between these guys.
Yes, 100%. Somebody sent me that second one earlier, but thank you. I appreciate
it. Listen, we're all fiends here. We're all just a bunch of weirdos.
We're all just a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, so, Claudio Castagnoli and FTR went into a time limit draw in this match, and I think Tony Khan heard the people on Twitter and on the internet that why isn't this match on the fucking pay-per-view? This is a pay-per-view level match.
Well, and then, they got what they wanted.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna fast track that.
This was
I'm
just
really
good match.
I'm gonna cross out the Marvez and FTR stuff because I'm just gonna fast track from this match into that interview because it's just another interview in between those two things. So, this match was just phenomenal. Cash and Mox trading headbutts was amazing. These guys are top level talent. They're getting their rematch at Revolution, probably in the 0 hour. I figure this might be like the main event of 0 hour leading into the show. I would assume.
Are you really going to put Mox on the 0 hour?
Yeah, but this card is already front loaded. You have Ospreay and Takeshita. You have Sting and Darby versus the Bucks. The triple threat match. You have the women's match. Like Orange Cassidy and Roderick Strong. A lot of these matches are going to be hard to follow.
Yeah.
So like, I think
this is a very strong card already.
Either this opens the show or it's 0 hour. And I think it'd be smart
opening.
Yeah, it'd be smart to open the show because it's gonna get lost in the shuffle throughout the match, throughout the night. I should say. Also, speaking of which, that night, March 3rd, at midnight, I will be doing a live stream of WWE 2K24. Yes, I am an idiot. Yes, I buy the games every fucking year. Because, as I repeat, I am an idiot, and I do love the WWE games.
I'm not really going to hate on somebody buying video games, because that's literally a major hobby of mine.
WWE 2K23 had the best, like, my career story. It's just, like, so there's a men's and women's story. I'm working through the women's one now, because I finally beat the men's story, because I finally went back into the game. The men's story is so funny, because you go in, you get signed by WWE, and you are a known person on the indies, hence why you got signed. And they decide to change your gimmick and give you a dog shit gimmick as soon as you sign. So it was very tongue in cheek. And then you say fuck the gimmick, go on your own thing. You then accidentally injure Shawn Michaels, you get fired. Then you go to the indies. Then you go to Japan, and you go through a G1 in this game. It's not called a G1. It's called the Apex tournament, and it's pretty much described beat by beat as a G1 tournament. It's fucking awesome.
Last WWE game I bought was WWE 13, and I played and beat that story mode, and I was just like,
I'm done now.
Well, it's not going to get any better than this, so I'm not even going to bother buying the games anymore.
See, for me, I like the games.
I left on a high note, so...
let's see, the first game I played was SVR 09, then I played every game else from there.
Nice.
Alright, so, so I'm going to be doing a live stream of the midnight release of it. Hopefully, the remote play from my PS5 to the computer doesn't shit the bed as it has these past few times, but I digress.
That's the same day of the pay-per-view, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Oh, you are gonna be one tired mother effer
also
come
I
Monday.
Bought the super deluxe edition that cost $120.
Oof.
All because
I respect it.
All because I want certain DLCs. You get a season pass. You don't have to worry about the season pass. Sure, you have to worry about everything that comes after the season pass is done. But I get to play it 2 days, 3 days early, I think. I don't fucking know. And
hey, I respect it.
So
I respect it.
After this amazing match, it ended in a time limit draw.
Yeah, and then they were basically going at each other for like 5 minutes after the match.
Directly after the match, we go backstage with the hardest working woman in pro wrestling, Renee Paquette, with Orange Cassidy. There was a tweet earlier today by Tony Khan saying, hey, Trent is not able to compete. We sent him back home. Orange Cassidy is being evaluated right now as we speak. And then for here, Doc Sampson goes, he's kind of ready. He's okay.
Not. He was basically saying he's not technically not cleared.
Yeah.
So yeah, he can wrestle.
And then
and Orange, it was just like, okay, yeah, that's all I needed to hear. Thanks.
Yeah. So after that, we then had the FTR
undisputed, the FTR thing,
yeah,
and between that, we had they had basically like an Undisputed Kingdom beatdown compilation.
Yes, which is the
recap thing.
Yeah. I titled this in my notes, Undisputed Kingdom Beatdown Over the Week / OC in England. That's how I titled it. Yeah. That's pretty much how I titled it.
Yeah, I just put beatdown compilation because I'm just like, yeah, that's good enough.
So we now go into Orange Cassidy versus Mike Bennett. Great match. I'm so happy Mike Bennett is getting the proper time that he deserves for being a great wrestler. He is like he was a cuck in WWE, quite fucking literally. He was a cuck, and also
so were a lot of people.
Yeah, so was Rusev, Miro, whatever you want to call him. Put it bluntly.
After a while, yeah.
No. He actually was a cuck. There was a cuck storyline for him. I wish I was lying about all this. My a person who I interviewed for a wrestling segment for a school project portrayed Lana's first husband in that wedding segment between Lana and Bobby Lashley.
Nice.
So, yeah. So Orange Cassidy versus Mike Bennett. This was a great match. Orange Cassidy picked up the win. There was a beatdown afterwards, which led to a very weird return of Jake Hager making the save.
Yeah, that I literally just started laughing because I'm like, this is so random. But he was getting cheered like pretty loudly, so I was just like, all right,
it's his
cool.
hometown. He's from Tulsa. So,
oh yeah, that's right.
After this, we go backstage for Angela Parker and Ruby Soho's date.
They're finally going on their date.
I love how a white Escalade pulls up. She goes, "Oh, is that for us?" Nah, I got a lift.
No, I got a lift.
Oh. And then I think Taz was like, fucking cheapskate. Come on, man.
Come on, just wish your boy luck. Don't do him like that.
But who pulls out of that white Escalade none other than the Nature Boy Ric Flair? And
now we know why that Escalade wasn't for them.
Yeah. So we go to commercial, we come back, Renee is talking to Ric Flair. I could barely understand Ric Flair. He was just like, yeah, no,
Look,
people don't like me, I get it. But, like, I came here to be friends with Sting. Like, bro, speak up. Enunciate. I can't fucking hear you. And then he's like, I'm just gonna... Goodbye. And he walks to a door and knocks on it. And it's the EVPs. It's Matthew and Nicholas. And he goes, hey, I want to talk to you guys. All right. And then door closes. That's the last we ever seen of that. This means that the Bucks are winning, and
Sting is probably gonna do something.
And
I'm just like,
you mean Rick's gonna do something? He's gonna screw over Sting in this match.
What did I say?
You said Sting. He's gonna do something.
Yeah, my bad.
No, it's all good, but
that's an actual Freudian slip. You caught yourself earlier. Yeah, so Ric Flair is probably gonna do something, and I'm like, oh, come on. Just let him put him over clean.
Nope. So after this, we now have Daniel Garcia in the ring. He's going to have a talk
after being introduced by our boy, Tony Schiavone.
Yes, he got introduced by Tony Schiavone. Pretty much like he's saying it he's going to challenge for the TNT title. And then who the fuck comes out? Other than...
Wait, hold on. You also said the issue between him and Adam Copeland, this is far from over. So... this is going to go on for a little bit.
So, what happens next is none other than our father, Christian Cage, comes out, and he
matriarch, baby,
the patriarch with the matriarch,
mother of the year, and then child of the year, and kill switch, and then so in classic Christian Cage fashion. He goes, oh, you have a mother, right? She lives at, 2 Willbrook Lane in Buffalo, New York. Do you want to know what that is, actually? Because Sean Rossat tweeted the location. It's a fucking graveyard. Goddamn, that is clever.
So,
goddamn.
So, as Christian Cage, starts talking about his mom, Dan Garcia's like, watch your fucking mouth, watch it. Then he mentions his father, and guess what?
Oh, I knew exactly. I was hoping that he was going to go where he went with this.
He can't. Just can't keep getting away with this. So, lo and behold, unfortunately, fortunate for Christian Cage, Daniel Garcia's father is dead.
We are sick fucks because I was laughing like a maniac at this.
No, as soon as I saw him appear, I tweeted in the group chat, can't keep getting away with this. He just fucking can't. So he mentioned his father, then Garcia goes, oh, how about you get into the ring, I'll introduce you to my father because I'm gonna bury you 6 feet under. This then has Nick Wayne come in. He gets beat up. Then, as Nick Wayne's getting the shit beat out of him, Christian...
and put into a sharpshooter.
Put into a sharpshooter. Christian tells Killswitch to go get him. And then, out of nowhere, Daddy Magic comes in, swinging a chair at Adam. And then we just end it with a stare down. It's going to be a fun match. Do we think Garcia's going over at the pay-per-view?
Or do we think another... at the moment.
Or do we think another few months as... with Christian Cage?
Let's see what happens next week.
All right.
Because, I'm not ready to make that decision yet. But for those who don't watch Rampage, Garcia has been wrestling a lot on Rampage, and Matt Menard is basically on commentary for every single one of his matches.
Well, because Matt Menard used to do commentary for Dark Elevation, too, so they needed spots to fill in.
Yes. Yep. Dude, the Dark Elevation commentary was top tier.
Oh, yeah, with him and Paul White.
Oh, yeah,
Then after this, we go backstage with Renee, with RVD, Hook, and Hangman. Hangman's pretty much taking control of this segment, saying, hey, we got to get our head in the games. You should have won your match against Swerve in a hardcore match, RVD. you need your win back from Samoa Joe Hook. Let's just fucking do this. And then that's pretty much what it was. And then, hey, after this, for the first time in Dynamite history, we had 2 women's matches back to back. Sure, one was about 20 seconds. The other one was a full 2-segment match. But I digress. So, first up, we have Timeless Toni Storm versus, I did not catch her name. I just put in Jobber.
Sydney Winnell.
Okay, so Jobber.
Yes, correct.
So Sydney Winnell put, I to be honest, I barely paid attention because I was setting up like the new alerts because I had to get the links going for the OBS.
So basically, this was
a squash
2-minute squash match where the point was Toni was using Deonna's, was it the ankle lock submission or the arm submission that first got her to tap out?
I think ankle? I don't really know off the top of my head.
Well, that was a pretty bad typo. I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, so that was the entire point, to try to send a message to Deonna that, yeah, I can win by submission too, bitch. So that was the story behind that. And then as Luther is carrying out Toni Storm, Deonna, her entrance music hits. She comes down the ring, and we go straight into
thing again.
Yes, which
good
is
good job on production.
Yes, that very good that they do that, because they would be missing out pretty badly if they didn't. So we basically go from that right into Deonna versus Madison Rayne. I'm just gonna skip straight to the main part because somehow this went through a commercial break. Holy mother of God, that DDT.
Yeah, that was really rough. I'm happy that at least like Madison seemed coherent enough to be like, let's just jump to that finish. Let's just...
Yes. Well, I mean, I don't think that sped up the match at all, because that was like pretty much where the match needed to end.
But still, like, that was so bad.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking bad.
Because even like Doc Samson came running up to the ring like, huh?
Oh yeah.
And they're like, no. Oh. She's good to finish. We're gonna finish, then go from there. But after this would then...
Oh, I need to say, this was probably the best Madison Rayne has looked since she's come into AEW.
Yes.
Because this was actually like a halfway decent match.
Yes. Well, because Madison Rayne has been... Like, well, her and Deonna Purrazzo have history from TNA and the Indies, or Impact, whatever you want to call it at that time. They have their history. So after the match, Timeless Toni Storm comes out with the shoe. Always got to watch out for the shoe.
So the ending of the match, Deonna went and did her own submission of basically trying to send a message to Toni, because Toni does the ankle lock submission, where I accidentally typed this into my notes as ankle lick submission. So...
Oh, don't worry. I keep watching the spelling of Deonna Purrazzo. The spelling in my phone right now is Dennis. Because I just speed type. I
do the same thing, but I fall victim to crap. Dude, I send so many typos, it's not even funny.
I don't know what this means when I say it on the show, which I sometimes do. So yeah, this led to...
I screwed up so bad one time that I legitimately forgot what happened, and yeah.
But so this pretty much is just setting up for the match at the pay-per-view. After this, we had Darby and Sting.
Yeah, so Toni comes out and puts Deonna in the ankle lock, and after the match, Deonna starts to take her boot off. And I'm very interested to see where they go with this next week.
Well, yeah, because it's playing up an injury angle at that point, because now you're just feeding into it.
Still very excited for this pay-per-view match.
So now we have Darby Allin and Sting doing their little, just saying, hey, we're coming for you. See this photo? This is a photo of Sting and his 2 kids. Okay?
And, thank you. And his kids in this picture are about the same age that your kids are, Bucks. So, yeah, this one, like,
had a very
got deep.
So my friend had a very funny response to that segment. He goes, "That's not Sting and his kid. That's just Stings.
Jesus
It
Christ.
just stings, man." But so yeah, it's just like, hey, they're the same age as your kids right now. It's pretty much just a thing up for a very personal match. So I think the addition of Ric Flair is going to be very interesting now.
Yeah, this promo got deep real quick.
Yeah.
To the point where I was actually like, God damn. Like,
but then
shit.
From one promo to another, we now have Wardlow being introduced by none other than Tony Schiavone again. And Wardlow...
Wait, did Sting, like... Is that actually true, what he said?
I was tuning in and out of segments. I was setting up stuff for the stream.
Oh, yeah, no. So he basically... I don't know how true this is, and I didn't have time to look it up, but from what I think he said, he was just like 7 days ago or something, or like within the last 10 days. I don't know how true this is, but I'm just going based off of what I think he said, or what I think he meant. Like, either his father passed away, or it passed away like 7 to 10 days within like a certain year. I don't remember exactly what he said, but he's just like, ever since then, like, he's been feeling a lot more mortal, and he knows he's not invincible, and like, he's basically gonna... You guys decided to make this personal, and come Revolution, yeah, this is probably gonna be
away last week.
Damn, that sucks.
Going off by the post. Yeah, so Sting says a lot has been going on lately, and reveals that his father passed away last week. Sting says his dad was like a hero to him and taught him right, and taught him right. Sometimes he feels invincible, but time catches up, and he knows that he's not invincible. Sting says that he will give everything left in him at the Revolution, and promises Matthew and Nicholas that it will be the fight of their lives.
AKA, this is probably going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah, because if it's going to be what we know, it's going to... If it's a tornado tag, it's going to be fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
So after this, we have Wardlow doing his little promo. He makes a nod to CM Punk, saying, I beat this supposed best in the world, and hell, he has been the same since I beat him. He's still banged up and gets injured a lot.
Which is...
True.
That's true.
Very
that's
true.
Very true.
And then he mentions MJF, saying the supposed better than you, and we know it. He hasn't been he hasn't been here since I beat him. So
yeah, since I basically like kicked his ass.
Yeah.
Beat down.
This is where, so I think after this we had the Will Ospreay. No, hold on. I lost track of everything after this. I did not take notes.
Okay, hold on. So then, after he brought up MJF, he moves on to Samoa Joe and goes, Joe, last time we faced off, I beat you. So he goes from the supposed best in the world to better than you, and you know it, to the baddest, or what the hell does Samoa Joe call himself? Baddest mother? No, what?
To like the
not
king
baddest
of
mother
shit,
ever in the room.
Or king of something.
Yes. Yeah. He goes, if I've beaten all of them, what the hell does that make me? And I'm actually very glad he cut this promo, because he did, in fact, mention that he had the rocket strapped to his back up to a certain point, and then it was basically, as soon as the match against MJF happened, that rocket strapped to his back turned upside down and shot him straight down into almost complete irrelevancy. And we've mentioned it on this show before, where that is probably the biggest fuck up in AEW's history so far.
Yeah, AEW fumbled the bag hard with Wardlow
so badly,
with his TNT title reign. I think the only like good thing that came out of it was the MJF feud that was building for it. That was it. That was the only thing that was good going into it.
Yeah, the entire time, like, he was getting built up, and then it just got killed in the one moment as soon as those rumors started where MJF flew home. And I'm just like,
yeah,
and then I love how MJF got the favor repaid to him in a completely different way, like 2 months later. But yeah, we talked about that at length.
What was after Wardlow? Because I forgot taking notes.
After this, we had the Bang Bang Scissor Gang match and promo recap from Rampage, and then they cut a promo where basically Jay White, Billy Gunn, and Colton Gunn are getting a trios match on.
This shoe has to fucking drop soon. I swear to God.
Yeah, Billy Gunn apologized for inadvertently, why are those pictures not showing up?
Okay, they have quite literally. They have like 5 shows for this shoe to drop.
Collision. It will in fact be on Collision.
Like they quite literally have, like, if you don't count the Saturday before the pay-per-view, they have 4 shows. They have this coming Rampage, they have Collision, next week's Dynamite, and then Rampage. They have,
and then Collision again. They're probably gonna have the shoe dropped on that Rampage,
or even this Saturday
at the pay-per-view, or this Saturday.
Because
very weird where they're going with this. Because we all thought this was gonna be over already. But
yeah, this shoe has to drop like now. It should have dropped last week.
Yeah, but it better, because Jay White needs to be doing something else.
After this, what did we have?
After this, we had... So, they made mention of this on commentary, and I thought this was fucking hilarious. I don't know if you did. They were talking about, before the Hobbs and Takeshita and Don Callis segment with Renee in the back, they mentioned that Wardlow will in fact be in action at the pay-per-view in what they referred to as Meat Madness, and I could not contain the smile that came over my face.
So who is he gonna fight then?
All I know is they mentioned it in this next segment, where Hobbs will also be in this match or challenge or something. So
oh god, so
they've made mention of this, and they haven't expanded on it at all.
Is it just going to be a big meaty men battle royal, pretty much?
You have something against that?
It better not be main card. Well, if it's main card, it better be like in a cooldown spot.
Yeah, that has 0 hour written all over it.
Or even like the match after Takeshita and Ospreay, or match after.
Honestly, that's the match I'm looking forward to.
That
the most.
Match is gonna I don't feel think it's even so close. Bad. Whoever's following that.
Yeah,
I feel like I have this gut feeling that either the TNT title match is following that, or the international title's following that. I have this very bad gut feeling that match is gonna suck the life out of this crowd.
Yeah, that was like having to follow Kenny and Ospreay at Forbidden Door. It's just like there was no following that up. Like, good luck.
Just good luck, kid. Have fun. So
yes, Renee is in the back talking with Don Callis. Basically said
he chops like freaking a Hobbs here.
Yeah, he chopped and just goes, Jesus.
I see. It's gonna be funny as shit when like everyone turns on Don, and now Don has to tuck his tail between his legs, head back to Kenny eventually.
Has there been any updates on Kenny?
Not that I
feel like last time like he was doing better.
I think it's still in that realm. I think he's still a long ways from coming. I think we won't see him probably until next year, I fear. If not, the latest is probably all in or all out.
You mean the earliest?
Latest, going into like the later months. That's almost the end of the year. You have August and September.
Yeah, I mean he could very well be out till like November.
Latest is next year. Earliest is all in, all out.
Okay, yeah.
That's like worst and best case scenario.
Yeah, hope he gets well soon, because we miss him.
We do. I wonder like how he would be playing in to any of these stories right now. If he didn't get diagnosed.
Yeah, that's a solid question, but
so
time will tell when he gets back. Yeah,
so pretty much
Don is just like,
hey, Ospreay had his last few matches with New Japan and with Rev Pro on the Indies, and Tony Khan didn't even offer him a flight home on his jet. So I offered him a flight home on my jet.
But we're gonna go pick him up first.
Yeah.
I hope we get a promo or vignette out of that or something.
Well,
yeah, and
we
he's
are
just
seeing him next week on Dynamite.
We are. So he basically hyped up the match again. It's just like, this is just nothing but good for the Don Callis family. He basically said iron sharpens iron without actually saying it. But yeah, something tells me some shit's gonna go down.
Oh yeah.
And
that's when we had the Will Ospreay vignette of him coming in. Every time I hear
which was
Elevated,
like 4 seconds.
Every time I hear Elevated, I get so fucking pumped. Love Elevated.
Such an awesome game.
I do love his Zenith of God
Very good.
entrance song that he had when he was heel. But the Zenith of God. Cat, you gotta stop sniffing this stuff on the floor. Gotta stop eating crumbs.
Oh my goodness.
Come up here. Nope, we're going to the bed. Do whatever you want. All right. So, we now lead into the main event. I'm not mistaken.
Do you want to do the Rampage lineup first?
I know one of them is going to be Jake Hager versus Roderick Strong.
Yeah, they actually announced more than I thought they would for Rampage. So this is the order that they showed the pictures in the lower portion of the screen. We got Mariah May versus Anna Jay. Queen Aminata versus Anna Jay was actually pretty solid from last week's Rampage. We got that. We got the AEW EVPs Matthew and Nicholas Jackson in action. We will hear from Sammy Guevara. We have Roderick Strong versus Jake Hager.
Didn't Don call Sammy a cuck?
Oh yes, that too. How did we forget that? Yes, that was another thing I laughed my ass off at. We have Roderick Strong versus Jake Hager because of obviously what we mentioned earlier. And we have a trios 3-way match. Private Party and that looks like Matt Sydal versus...
That looks like... Cannot confirm nor deny it. Send me the stuff on Facebook. Maybe I can confirm it.
I'm pretty sure that is Matt Sydal because he's the only one I think that wears that, but I will send it to you anyway. We also they are one trio. The other two trios are Private Party and Action Andretti, and Penta, Commander, and Brian Keith. That is a very random trio, sort of, but I will take it. Yeah, that should be a good, fun match.
Oh, I just see.
Oh, and Collision is.
Wait a minute, So I'm looking at Twitter. Sorry to interrupt you, but they did like the move of the night, and they did it on the fucking DDT.
Fucking DDT.
Are you fucking? Oh my god.
Yeah, they did that live. So
you are so lucky she's not seriously fucking hurt.
Knowing if they did that during the actual show, something tells me that was fucking planned.
No, because
when have they ever done that?
It probably wasn't supposed to go that way, but still, you calling that move of the night? You fucking bastards!
Yeah,
God damn.
Yeah, and the two matches announced on Collision are the trios match I mentioned earlier, and Bryan Danielson versus Jun Akiyama.
Well, there is also a tag team match that was just announced. FTR versus Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty.
Actually, that should be a pretty solid match.
So, now, folks, it's time for the main event. Yeah, as you can tell, we are not even we're about to hit the hour mark now, folks. Normally, we're just starting right now.
Oh yeah, I think best we've probably, like, best case scenario with Christian, we've probably started the actual Dynamite stream like 20 minutes in.
Because that's the fact that we go through all the news. Christian gives us legit every news from every corner of the globe for WWE, AEW, Impact, TNA now, New Japan.
No, Christian's very vigilant, and I appreciate that.
I think I should probably mention this. Maki Ito will be taking on Minoru Suzuki.
Get the fuck out. When and where?
TJWP.
Damn it.
March 31st.
Oh, baby.
You can watch it live on Wrestling Universe. Don't know how much that is a month, but have fucking fun with that.
Oh, baby.
But Maki Ito is taking on Minoru Suzuki, the queen, the queen herself of piss and shit. Her words exactly.
Oh, baby.
Is taking on Murder Grandpa himself. Be on note. See, I'm happy for this, but I'm also like, Tony Khan, how the fuck are we getting this match before Minoru Suzuki and Orange Cassidy?
Oh my god.
You have it right in the palm of your fucking hands. Every time. Forbidden Door 1, it was there. Forbidden Door 2, it was there.
Well, I'm definitely not going to complain about that Forbidden Door match 1.
Neither am I, because him and Velasquez put on an amazing match. But still.
That was match of the fucking night.
It's been in his hands now. Not once, not twice, 300 other fucking times that this motherfucker, Minoru Suzuki's been in the goddamn building.
He's definitely waiting until after Revolution.
I swear to Christ, if we do not get this at this year's Forbidden Door, I'm in a video game. I'm flying into the ground.
Or, I don't know, do you think we will get it at Forbidden Door? Because isn't Suzuki not under contract with New Japan?
That doesn't fucking matter, does it?
I feel like it does to an extent.
Not fully. I think, especially with who the new president is of New Japan, I don't think he'd be like, yeah, okay, don't get hurt. But just like, I'm so mad. Like, well, I'm happy for this match because Maki Ito, I've now seen her wrestle like twice now, I think. No, once. Saw her wrestle once, and that was at the UBS show. I was so happy to see that. You have no idea. When that happened on fucking Dark, I don't know, that wasn't Dark, that was Ring of Honor, right? That happened? Or was that?
Maybe.
Hold on, let me look at my photos, because
I legit forgot. Because that last UBS shit, like, oh my god, they've kind of blended in together just because my brain has just been like not getting enough sleep, so I don't remember shit.
I'm looking at the photos right now. Oh, excuse me, burp.
That was a fun night.
That was. I'm trying to see if I can see the ring.
Grand Slam was also fun.
Yeah, that was Dark. That was one of the last few Darks. But just like, fuck. I'm so happy I got to see her wrestle live because I love Maki Ito with all my heart. One of my favorite female wrestlers out there. So getting into this match now, there is a little bit of production note to mention. This happened towards the end because we pretty much are not going to go beat by beat of this match. So Hangman might have actually injured his ankle. Because if we saw off the Muscle Buster before Hangman at the end of Dynamite got out the Muscle Buster before seemingly holding his ankle and kept saying to the cameras, "Don't shoot me." That's why he was pushing the cameras away towards the end, if you were paying attention to that.
I did not see that.
I will send you the clip that I have.
You don't have to. I'll just pull up the YouTube video.
No, go to Twitter, go to Drainmaker. Or Drain.
Oh, I love that account.
Drainmaker. They provide a lot of news and clips of stuff that you might not see.
Hold up. I got you.
It should be like from 48 minutes ago.
Oh, wait a second. Was that it? Hold on.
Do you want me to mention you in the comments of it so you could find it a lot easier?
Hold on. Yeah, that didn't. Oh, okay, there it is. Okay. Yeah, that didn't look completely smooth. So
hopefully
hopefully
it's just a tweak, and it's not anything bad.
Yeah, kind of like Wardlow's knee. Like, imagine if both of them would have went down. That would have just been, oh my god.
God, I keep seeing the DDT on my timeline again.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe they actually showed the fucking replay of that. I don't think I've been like that type of Jesus Christ since the
I had that
spot between Kenny and Ospreay at Forbidden Door.
Now, I said Jesus Christ during this main event with the house kick to Hook.
Oh, Hook.
That was Hook tried to dodge it. Nah, he caught that straight on the fucking forehead. That was just so gnarly. But
that's what happens when you try to do a complicated spot like that. Shit happens.
During this match,
the match itself, Hook, Hangman, and RVD take on Swerve, Samoa Joe, and Brian Cage.
Hangman obviously focused more on Swerve the entire match. I believe did the faces win or did the heels win this one?
So, man, I usually am pretty good at remembering. So what ended up happening was Joe.
Yeah.
And okay, so they reached the point where RVD took the pin, by the way, where Joe, Hangman, and Swerve were in the ring. Swerve and Hangman go after it. Then Joe goes after Hangman. No. Yes.
I'd say just like with the ending of the match, also Hangman put Swerve through the announce table.
Yes. And okay. Yeah, now I saw Hangman waving the cameras off him.
It's hopefully it's not too bad.
Hopefully not. Yeah, because I remember when Wardlow tweaked his knee, all three of us were just like, please don't let that be a major injury. That's the last thing he needs right now.
Mm-hmm. Or hell, when we were all at Arthur Ashe, please God, please tell me Adam Cole's okay. Please tell me he didn't
believe that.
He didn't just fucking destroy his ankle and is now going to be out. Oh, he has to get double surgery on his ankle because it's fucking just a puddle of blood smoothie in his shoe. Oh,
I still cannot believe that. Still can't believe that.
I was like, that's like the second time I've seen a wrestler get seriously injured at a show.
What was the first?
The Proud and Powerful versus FTR at Fight for the Fallen, where Cash got his arm ripped open.
All right. Yep.
From the turnbuckle.
Yep.
That's the second time I've seen someone get seriously fucking injured at an AEW
in real
show.
time.
Yes.
That actually doesn't look terrible. Slow-mo. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, no, I watched that episode back and they showed like the slow mo of his arm getting pinched at there. I was like, fuck. So from a person who was their perspective, we all thought Cash broke his arm. He came down on the thing too hard, probably broke his arm. In the group chat, Christian and Nick, that's a lot of blood. Holy shit, that's a lot of blood that I'm seeing around Cash right now.
Yeah,
oh my god, Cash
got his skin ripped open.
Cash ripped his arm open. Huh? And then So RVD took the pin here. We just went off with Hangman holding his ankle. Hopefully he's okay. And that does it for Dynamite. a very bare bones episode for us, because normally Christian helps carry the conversations for us here.
Yes.
Being very honest, like, we're just like, yeah, beat by beat, here's what happened. Here's a little side conversation. Here's this, here's that. But yeah, when it's just the two of us, depending on the circumstance, me and Mike can do a nice hour and a half long show.
Or in this case, even quicker.
Yeah, it's even quicker, an hour and 10 minutes. So, Wrestler of the Week, I am going to give it to Madison Rae for taking that nasty bump. If she has any merch on Pro Wrestling Tees, go and buy it. Mike, who do you have?
Let's see.
And if you go double wrestler, I am going to give you a shit.
No, not doing that. But, God damn it. So, the Christian promo is hitting a little different with what happened later in the show. So I'm just gonna go with Sting. My condolences to him.
God, imagine if like Sting was sticking around for a little bit longer. Shit would not be good. Guys, we do appreciate you all. Surprisingly, we did not hit the 100 mark during this episode. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we get subscribers trickling in. But if you can, support us, share us all around that you can. Our road to 100 is not over yet. Once we hit 100, our next road is 500. And so on and
hit
so
the subscribe
forth.
Button.
Yes, please do. Hey, maybe if we hit 150 by the end of 2024, maybe I'll open up this Discord that we recorded and make it a publicly fan one. People can post memes. Sure, there'll be a private chat for us.
Oh yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, so yeah, there'll be like the private voice channel for the members here, but who knows? Maybe if we hit 150, I'll consider opening this Discord up to the public. Because, well, actually, I'll open up a Discord that was supposed to be for someone else to the public, and I'll just make it a wrestling one. Because, I have a lot of fucking effort put into that one.
Yes, you do. I have seen it.
And I will just delete a lot of the channels that are associated for different things. Just keep a wrestling one there. Post your shit. Have fun. It will be monitored, though, but yeah.
Oh, that's going to need to be monitored.
Maybe
like,
this one will just stay the private one, and then the other one will be public access for all, because I'm sick and tired of having that Discord on my fucking screen, and it's just there, collecting dust, rotting away. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we're going to sign out for the night. We'll catch you all next week. I believe Christian will be back. If not, he's probably playing Final Fantasy. No, wait, he'll be playing Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
He might not be around for like 2 to 3 weeks. So you're going to have a very bare bones skeleton crew here.
Dude, I haven't been that excited about a video game as Christian is excited about this one, probably since 2019 when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, just because of how fucking long I waited for that game.
Bro, I have today, and this is completely off topic, this is the last thing I'm mentioning, and then we're going to sign out. Today, the trailer for the Borderlands movie released. I'm a huge fan of the Borderlands game franchise. Hell, I have the fucking Vault Hunter symbol tattooed onto my arm. This trailer, so bad. Oh my god. Like, it has the feeling of the Suicide Squad, the 2016 one. And I liked that movie at first, and I watched it again. I was like, man, this movie kind of fucking sucks. And I saw the trailer, and I'm like,
funny enough, I never watched it. I only saw like a 2-minute clip of it.
Yeah, good. So, but this trailer, Borderlands, it was like watching a kid be murdered in front of me.
Jesus.
Like, Kevin Hart is playing Kevin Hart, as he does in every movie that he's in. Kate Blanchett should not be playing Lilith. She looks good as Lilith, but Kate Blanchett is like 60-something, and Lilith, in canonical to the game franchise, is like 25.
Yeah, that's definitely a weird one.
I'm okay with Jack Black voicing Claptrap. Sure, they could have got the original Claptrap voice actor, but I get it. You need to sell tickets to people who don't know what the fuck a Borderlands is. And the girl playing Tiny Tina, she was the daughter in the Barbie movie. The Barbie movie was really good. I enjoyed the Barbie movie.
Didn't see it.
It's good. I like it. So like I'm okay
heard,
with that, but like just
I heard some weird shit about that movie, but
yeah, probably from the wrong type of people, but I digress, right?
But yeah, probably.
But no, it's just the casting. Kevin Hart plays Kevin Hart. Kate Blanchett should not be playing a 25-year-old character, and Jamie Lee Curtis is playing a character that is okay for her role, because I don't remember her fully. So when that movie comes out sometime in the summer, I believe, this tattoo is not associated with that movie. This tattoo is associated with the Borderlands video game. Borderlands 2, my favorite game of all time. Tales of the Borderland from Telltale, another one of my favorite games. Borderlands 3, story was dog shit. Gunplay and gameplay, fucking amazing. But I digress. Other than that, I am signing out, guys. We'll catch you all next week. It'll probably just be me and Mike again, so be warned that you're going to get a very short episode.
You're going to get a very beard-heavy episode.
Unless fucking Vince McMahon kills himself because of all the litigations in a video game. Gotta keep that straight for the monetization for the future. And unless no one else says anything stupid in pro wrestling, no wrestlers are creeps, then we should be good next week. But I digress. All right, guys, we will catch you all next week. Goodbye.